Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. This is not a normal episode, but we live here, man. Sports Talk with JB. This is what you call an emergency pod, right? Because we had some big breaking news go down today. I couldn't hit it earlier because I was working. I was doing my job. So I had to wait till this evening. I wanted to set it up real nice. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Sports Talking with JB on a Friday night special edition emergency podcast. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, man. And share this to your people. Preferably, if you're an NBA fan, if you're a LeBron James fan like myself, or you just a fan of breaking news, because we got it, man. We got it. It's not the big news like it was earlier, but it's still a big enough news story for us to talk about it right here. Then if you're in the comments, in the chat box, get in the comments so we can rap, we can talk about it. As you guys know, I'm a big LeBron fan, huge LeBron fan. This probably will be the last time I got the Lakers LeBron jersey, because we finna retire this one right here, right? We about to get them Philly jerseys. Because without further ado, man, LeBron, we in Philly with it. We in Philly with it. So I'm going to be more of a fan on this show tonight, but I'm going to also give you some in-depth information on this ordeal right here. LeBron, breaking news, going to Philly on a 2-year, $8 million deal. Now, this is like a minimum that he's going to Philly for as a free agent. The decision has been a whole month. We've been a whole month waiting on the decision, like 24 days, since he announced that he wasn't going back to LA. I think he announced that like at the end of last month, beginning of this month. And it seems like it took forever to make this decision. But he took his time. And I got the quote right here by LeBron. This is strictly from LeBron James' Instagram account. He tweeted this out, not Instagram, but his Twitter account. He tweeted it out moments before the signing was announced by Shams Charania. I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide. But I was pretty sure I played my last game. This is my last decision. That's the key sentence right there. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and to have a chance at the feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team. And I am so excited to energize a new fan base and start an incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA, Miami. I forever love Northeast Ohio, will always be home. That's straight from the GOAT's mouth right there. So appreciate you in the chat. What's going on in the chat? Y'all welcome in. Welcome in. We talking about LeBron James tonight, going to Philly. Shout out to everybody who watches the Black and Gold show faithfully. I appreciate y'all. If y'all see a notification pop up, we talking about LeBron, we talking about Philly, we talking about some basketball tonight. But thank you so much. If you want to join in the conversation, you are welcome. So this is where we at, man. This is where we at. I got on the LA Bron, man. I've been rocking with LeBron James since high school. 16 years old. I became a fan just watching him on his high school games on TV. The story of how I became a fan was, hell, I used to work in the library in high school, and he was on the cover of a magazine, and it had the Chosen One. I forgot which magazine it was, but statute of limitations, I took it out the library, I deboed it, and I took it home. And from that moment, I was like, man, this gonna be the next Jordan. That's what everybody was talking about. Man, who's gonna be the next Jordan? He had the 23 like Jordan. But actually, LeBron says Allen Iverson was his favorite player growing up, which everybody know what AI meant back in the 90s. AI going to Philly. He changed the culture in the NBA at that time period. But of course, everybody know they strive to be greatness. Michael Jordan, greatness, right? So that's why LeBron wears the 23, but he idolized Allen Iverson as well, looking at him and like, oh, I want to be our AI. But long story short, I've been rocking with LeBron wherever he goes. Wherever he goes. Coming out of high school, going to Cleveland. Then he went to Miami. You know how that decision went. Then he goes back to Cleveland, fulfills his prophecy. Left a championship there. Then he went on to LA, left another championship in LA, did a lot of great things, played 8 seasons in LA. Now here we are, year 24. And LeBron James is going to the Philadelphia 76ers. And let's key in on the part where he said, I'm not going for money. Because let me show you guys something right here. This is the average salary for LeBron Fallon. Shout out to Fallon, man. Shout out to my guy from Alabama who was drafted number 22, if I'm not mistaken, by the 76ers in the draft last month. He'll be making $4.4 million. LeBron James will be making $3.9 million this season. Hell of a pay cut from making $50 million last season. Majority of his career, he was making in the 50s, 40s, and 50s. Now, he's only making $3 million. This is pennies for LeBron James. He don't need the money, though, because he's a billionaire. He don't need the money. So when he say he ain't going for the money, you can best believe it, because you got a rookie in LeBron Fallon making more than LeBron James, who is arguably the greatest of all time. But we're not going to get into that argument tonight. So, definitely not about the money. The family thing, that's crazy because you've been in LA, you've been settled in LA for the last 8 years. Bryce, the youngest son, is at Arizona playing college ball. Zuri is doing her thing over there, the daughter, the youngest. And Bronny is still with the Lakers. He's still with the Lakers on a guaranteed contract. And you know, Savannah been doing her thing, loving LA, Hollywood. So this is a big shift from the West Coast, palm trees, Hollywood, everything you can imagine, Brentwood, the big mansions, playing golf all the time, flying all the way to the East Coast, where it really gets cold in November, December, January, February. Philly, some of the most rowdiest, but some of the most loyal fans. They love their team. They love the Eagles. They love the 76ers. They love the Flyers. They love the Phillies. Come on, man. The fans are going to go crazy for this right here. They're going to go crazy. Speaking of going crazy, let's look at the lineup, man. And I'm not going to hold y'all all night. I just want to hit you real quick with this information and my thoughts, and then I'm going to get up off here because it's a Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. But I had to pull up Sports Talking to JB emergency podcast for this, because this is big news. Look at that lineup right there. That could very well be the best starting lineup in the NBA. And let me tell you why. Look at the point guard, Tyrese Maxey, who is a clutch client, by the way, who is one of the best young point guards in the game right now, who can score with the best of them. He can initiate the offense. He can get his off the dribble. He's got better at shooting the three. but Maxey can do it all. Not a bad defender, but you looking at him, he was looked at to be the franchise guy. Speaking of franchise guy, let's talk about Joel Embiid at center, who is the process. Trust the process. He's been there probably about 10 years now. I can't even remember. It's been so long, probably longer than that, maybe 12 years. But Joel Embiid, who is in his probably at 30, 31 years old, he's the red flag in this situation because of his health. He can't stay healthy. Joel Embiid hadn't played a full season. I don't think he's ever played a full season. If he has, it's probably like maybe 5, 6 years ago. But he is a former league MVP. We've seen him score like 70 points in a game. He can put up 30 in his sleep when he's healthy. But it's some things to like with Embiid, he stops the ball, right? He's the big question mark. He stops the ball. He's going to have to learn how to just play with more effort. Great comment right there. He will hold him accountable. He will. Matter of fact, Embiid needs to do whatever LeBron is doing to be healthy. Take care of his body better. And a lot of that is knick-knack injuries with Embiid. Like, I don't think he's had any major injuries. Most of it is knick-knack. But I'm gonna get to my plan for this lineup. But Embiid is the caution mark in this whole 5 right here. Now let's go back to VJ Edgecombe. He was a great rookie, right? I think he played at Baylor. Dynamic. He kind of reminds me a little bit. He's explosive, man. He got a little D-Wade in him. Because I've seen him play last year. I've seen him put up 30 points. I've seen him dunking on people. I've seen him D up in crunch time. He can play defense. He's a possible. You got see him as a two-way player as well because he can play defense and he can score the ball. You don't need to really run plays for him. He can get his own. But you looking at him as maybe being, oh man, shooting the ball is a question mark with Edgecombe. Shooting the ball. So not a big question mark, but it's enough to make me pause for a minute. Now let's look at Jaylen Brown, though. This was the big pickup. This was the big trade that happened this offseason with Jaylen Brown leaving Boston to go to Philly for Paul George and a couple draft picks, which I think Boston was dumb for making that trade. Why would you trade a MVP, finals MVP in Jaylen Brown, one of the best young two-way players in the game? Why would you trade him with Jason Tatum coming back off of Achilles injury? Well, Jaylen Brown, as people know, had his issues with the media, had a back and forth with Stephen A. Smith, multiple media outlets. He's been a little controversial, so to speak. And I don't think Boston fans really like Jaylen Brown as much. But Philly's going to love him. He's what you call alpha dog. He's an alpha dog. I know LeBron's going to love having him as a teammate. Now, I know he had some comments where people was kind of lip reading. He was mouthing towards like Bronny ain't ready to play in the league when Bronny was a rookie and things like that. But LeBron said, man, come on, man. That's just talk. We'll get over that, you know. But I think Jaylen Brown will probably have, if not the best season he's ever had, because he's going to be two-way. He's going to be playing defense on the best guy on the other team, and he's going to be able to run the floor. He's going to be able to get out in transition. He's going to be having the ball in his hands. And people think that he's probably going to take a back seat. No. This is why I go to LeBron James. I think LeBron James will take a back seat to all of these guys. LeBron say he wants to win a championship. He wants to win a championship. Imagine sacrificing being the number one guy for all that time go down to being a second and third option last year in LA. When we get Luka, okay, LeBron, I'll take a step back for Luka. You got Austin Reeves. I don't know if I would take a step back for Austin Reeves, but he did that. And it worked out okay. It didn't work out at the best at the end because Luka didn't play in the playoffs. Austin Reeves played sparingly in the playoffs. He did not play well against OKC, but that's neither here nor there. LeBron James held his own. He had a great season last year. And he has a lot left in the tank because when you get on a team like this, when you got Maxey, who can average 25, Edgecombe, he don't have to do nothing to give you about 14, 15. Jaylen Brown's going to average about 25. Embiid, healthy Embiid, can get you about 20, 22, and 12. I just need Braun to come in at about 17, 7, and 7. If he can come in at 17, 7, and 7, we good. We good. We don't need LeBron to go 25, 30 points a game. But you know he will have his moments. He will have his moments where he hot. Because you can expect LeBron James to shoot the three a lot up this upcoming season. You can expect him to have open looks. You can expect the floor to be spaced out. Now, the problem is Embiid going to clog the lane. That's another issue. Is he going to clog the lane? You know? And absolutely, Braun will be coaching them boys on the floor, man. Let the young guns do that running. Absolutely. Braun going to... And this is what the main thing about this is. I watched Philly get beat down by the New York Knicks in the playoffs. They had nobody to slow the game down. They had nobody to take control of the game when it needed to be taken control of. They had nobody to say, hold on, we're going to play like this. And Embiid was a non-factor in that series. But, like I say, last year's team is nowhere near as good as this Philly team. Because you look at it, you put Jaylen Brown and LeBron James to this team. Come on, man. Jaylen Brown by himself was already going to make them a contender. Now you add the GOAT. And people looking at LeBron, okay, he's going to be 42 years old. He's going to year 24. But LeBron James has been healthy majority of his career. He's not had any surgeries, major injuries. Of course, you got to load manage him. He's 42. You got to load manage him, man. If I'm Braun, I'm not playing no back-to-backs. Mix me with that. We're not playing no back-to-backs. Matter of fact, I'm not playing Embiid no back-to-backs. We're gonna switch them out. If we got a game on Monday and Tuesday, Braun, you play on Monday, Embiid, you sit out. Embiid, you play on Tuesday, LeBron, you sit out. That's how I'll make that work on the back-to-backs. We ain't doing that all season, but we doing it all season on the back-to-backs because we got to build that chemistry. I expect LeBron to play maybe 60 games. Barring injury, I think he'll play about 60 games. They got to manage the load. I mean, come on, man. You got to get those young guns. Maxey, VJ, and Jaylen probably going to play close to 75, 80 games. I ain't even got to the bench. Absolutely, man. Anthony Simons off that bench. Another great pickup who come in and give you 15, 20 at any given moment. Not to mention LeBaron Fallon, who I believe LeBaron Fallon is going to be that spark plug. Him and Simons coming off the bench. I seen Fallon go crazy in the summer league. I know that's just summer league, but I also seen Fallon go crazy at Alabama in the NCAA tournament. He had an outstanding season last year. They're not talking about Fallon as they should, but the young man averaged 20 points. I think he averaged 25 and 5. If I'm not mistaken. I know he averaged 5 assists, but he shot like 50% from the field. As the point guard, you know how difficult that is? That means he was very efficient. He's a little small, like what they say, like weight size, but he's a good height. He's about 6'4". But you don't need him to be the big guy because you got big guys. LeBron, Jaylen Brown's got some weight on. You got big guys, but these guards are going to be unbelievable. They're going to be unbelievable, man. So at this point, Philly, and I'm looking at the bench, they got Dean Wade, He was at Cleveland last year. He's a solid perimeter defender and a 3-point shooter. And he's got some size on him. I think he's about 6'7", 6'8". Then you also looking at Adam Bona, who can play backup center. You looking at, I like Janai Broome from Auburn. He's been playing pretty well in the summer league. I saw him play some good rebounding, pick and roll stuff. But I think they're going to add a couple more pieces for the bench. I really do. You looking at KCP, Katavious Caldwell-Pope, who I just saw something about him maybe getting a buyout from Memphis, and Philly would definitely be a destination. He has history with LeBron James over there at the Lakers, won a championship with him. So maybe Klay Thompson, but you definitely need a couple guys to come off the bench, role players, shooters, defenders. You need some of that. But this starting five is most definitely, if not number one, I don't see a hold on. Let me take that back, because I thought the Knicks had a great starting five last season. Even before they made their run into the playoffs, I was like looking at the starting five for the New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson, with Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. That was a solid, probably one of the best starting fives, because you didn't really have a weakness there. But now you're looking at this, those guys all can get at it. You got 3 all-stars. No, 4. 4 all-stars. Come on, man. Super team. So what? So what, baby? Everybody talk about super team. All LeBron do is get super teams. Come on, man. Hey, we trying to win championships. At this point in time, if you don't think he's the GOAT, you will never think he's the GOAT. So what else am I trying to prove for that case? I'm just trying to get me some more championships, playing the game I love. I'm trying to get me some championships, man. Shout out to Jeff Flores in the chat, man. I'm a Heat fan, wanted LeBron here in the 305, but recognize I'm more of a fan of the game and know that team building and fit. I think Philly just one more bit to bag up MB. Absolutely, man. I love the way you thinking. I love the way you thinking. They had Drummond. I think Drummond went to New York. Like I mentioned, Bona. I think they got one more young guy. They're not, I don't trust them per se, because I know Embiid's going to miss some games. I don't know who's out there they can get. Maybe Kevin Love. But I don't know if I trust Kevin Love. But I know he wanted to go where LeBron went. Think about the guys who are free agents still. They're going to be on minimums. They're going to want to play with LeBron James. And he signed a 2-year deal. So we may be riding out for 2 years in Philly. You know, it's a player option after this year. So depending on how the year goes, he stays healthy. Imagine if they come out and win the championship this year. He's going to try to go for that number 6. Why not? Why not? If I come in year 1 with Philly, we go straight to the championship and win, I'm going for the back-to-back. I'm going for the back-to-back. Why not? But I like this move. I like it a lot. I thought it was Philly and Miami. Golden State was a pipe dream. I just didn't think if they didn't get Anthony Davis, why would you go to Golden State? Now, if they would have got Anthony Davis, re-sign Draymond, maybe bring Klay Thompson back on the cheap, you got LeBron, Klay Thompson, Steph, AD, Draymond, let's go. I don't care how old we is. We finna ride this thing on out. But Miami, I think I was on Miami first, though. I was like Miami 1, Philly 2. I was like that. I didn't want him to go to Cleveland because he had already been to Cleveland twice. It's nothing else to do in Cleveland. I went to Cleveland, played my whole rookie contract out, signed another one. So I was in Cleveland for 7 years. All right. Went back to Cleveland after they burned his jersey, after Dan Gilbert talked all that trash about LeBron James, dogged him out. He forgave him. I'm going back home, and I'm going to fulfill my prophecy. I'm going to leave a championship in Cleveland. And he did that. Went to the finals every year, but he left that championship. So, all right, I'm done here. Let's go to LA. Let's go to LA, baby. Left a championship. I don't care if you say it was the pandemic championship, COVID ring, whatever. It was a championship. They played the games and it counted. So it counts. Now, they got Luka over there. And I think the Anthony Davis trade it kind of rubbed in the wrong way too. But I'm not going to get deep into that conversation. But you get Luka over there, okay, you give him the keys. They probably saw the writing on the wall. They probably knew LeBron was going to be up out of there. Because you go get Luka Doncic, you get rid of Anthony Davis, one of LeBron's friends, one of his best friends in the NBA. You get rid of him in the middle of the night and go get Luka. You know what I'm saying? People don't think about that. LeBron kind of lost his way with the Lakers maybe the year before last, all right? So you kind of see the writing on the wall. And then when free agency hit, he didn't even talk to the Lakers. Rich Paul said, we're not going back to LA. He put it out there. We free. We free. Anybody, we taking calls. Everybody calling want LeBron James. So for him to end up in Philly, it was a shock to me. I believe it was a shock. I'm trying to I don't know, man. I'm still taking it in as a fan. I'm still taking it in. Because at the beginning, I was like, man, come on. LeBron, you taking too long, man. Where we going? If we going home, say we're going home. We going to Golden State. The Miami was real sexy. The Miami was real sexy because you got Giannis, you got Bam. I was worried about the shooting, but you got Wiggins. They went and got Hardaway. He probably could have got KCP over there, Klay Thompson over there. They had a lot of potential if he would have went to Miami. And we already know it was going to go crazy down there in Dade County once again. It was going to turn it up once again. But at the same time, man, I think this was the best fit to win. This was the best fit to win. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely know who the truth. He knew what was needed. Absolutely. So when you looked at Philly's roster before LeBron got there, you saw a hole at the power forward position. That's where LeBron has played on the latter part of his career. His natural position is the small forward, but he's been a point forward most of his career. He's played all positions, but if you're talking about LeBron James, what position is him? We go positionless basketball, he's the point forward because he's big. He's more Magic than Michael. And I'm going to say that once again. He's more Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan. And he's always been. He's just a more athletic Magic Johnson. He's a mix between them both because he got the athleticism of Jordan with the Magic Johnson frame and the IQ in the past. But come on, man. Let me stop. But in closing, this is what we're looking like. This is what we're looking like right now, okay? We got 4 championships now, all right? We got the one with Cleveland that holds up more weight than any of these championships. The Cleveland one, 2016, coming back from 3-1, leaving the, with the Golden State. We know what happened, but leaving Cleveland, going back to Cleveland, leaving that championship there, special. Then you got the 2 Miami chips, right? Which people are going to say, okay, yeah, I will put them ahead of the Lakers chip. The only reason I'm not putting the Lakers chip ahead is because they didn't get the celebrated. They didn't get the parade, because it was pandemic. It was COVID. They call it a bubble ring. I'm not calling it no bubble ring. It's a real championship. They played ball for that championship, And then like the Clippers like to say, they was up 3-1. Nuggets came back and walked them down. They want to say, man, we ain't even want to beat up. Come on, man. Y'all was up 3-1 celebrating Kiki Ken. Now all of a sudden you give up double-digit leads in game 5, game 6, game 7, and you lose the series to the Nuggets. You had an opportunity to play the Lakers because the Lakers was right there waiting on the Nuggets or the Clippers. The Nuggets walked them down and got their ass sitting home out the bubble. But let them tell it they ain't want to be there. Lou Williams, Lemon Pepper Lou going to Magic City, get him some wine. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to leave that alone. The championship in the bubble means something. It means something to me. I know what it means to me. I still got the championship shirt in the hat. It means something to me. Now, looking at this, man. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 4 teams now. Those are the 3 teams right there. Now, we in Philly. We got to leave here with something. LeBron James can be the only player in NBA history to win 4 championships with 4 different teams, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know Robert Horry got 7 rings. And I know he got some with the Spurs. He got some with the Rockets. And he got some with the Lakers. Okay. So Robert Horry got 7 rings with 3 different teams. But of course, Robert Horry was a role player. He was not a superstar. Okay. Shout out to Robert Horry. He from Bama. My guy. So if he does this, I don't give a damn if they got the Avengers on the team with him. If he does this and leaves here within the next couple years with a championship, what can you say? Nobody else is going to be able to do this, man. Nobody. I don't care if you win a championship, you leave, you go to another team, and try to do that. You're not going to be able to do it. Kevin Durant still looking for that championship after Golden States. He done been to 3 different teams. He had not even sniffed a championship without Golden State. Who's the players going to be able to do it? Who's going to be able to do it? You know, they talking about Shea. They said, man, Shea could probably catch Jordan. Shea didn't even get back to the finals this year. Wemby lost the finals, but I think he's going to get back. I think Wemby going to get him a few championships. I absolutely think so. But is he going to get 6? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. But right now, man, we striving for number 5. We striving for 5 in the 2026-2027 NBA season, right? So we getting ready for it now. I need Adam Silver in the NBA. I need y'all to go ahead and get them schedules ready because we ready, man. I need to know when Philly coming to Atlanta. I need to know when they coming to New Orleans. I need to know when they coming to Memphis. All right? Because I'm trying to hit all 3 of them. I'm trying to hit all 3 of them, baby. We trying to hit Memphis. We trying to hit New Orleans. And we trying to hit the ATL. Most definitely hitting the ATL for sure. For sure. And that right, Jeff, he might even get 6. If we going back to back, it's over with. Now, I don't want to hear no more talk. I don't care because nobody has played 24 years. He about to play 24 years. I think he going for the 25. I always thought when he got past 20, I thought he was going to play 25 seasons. You playing a quarter of a century NBA basketball at the high level. At the high level. Come on. Come on, man. He playing at the highest level. He not riding the bench. He not doing what, and no disrespect to these guys, but Dirk, Vince Carter, and all them guys, Kevin Willis and Robert Parrish, he not doing that. He's playing at high level, 30+ minutes, high level ball. Yeah, hey, come down to the 305 for sure. Ooh, that's gonna be man, listen. And I'm glad LeBron said I don't want no farewell tour. But I'm telling y'all, this is my last one. So he got a 2-year deal. So if he playing this year, and it's gonna be this year's gonna be mysterious. You know why? Because he signed a 2-year. So you're gonna be looking at LeBron like, is this it? Because he can opt out and retire after this season. It's his choice. Or he could say, you know what? We got here and we didn't win the whole thing. Let's run it back. Or you say, man, I got my chip, my 5. I want 6, right? So it's going to be another decision for LeBron more than anybody else coming up next year around this time. Am I going back or am I going to lay it down? So we'll be able to see how the season goes. We'll be able to see what we're going to do with LeBron James, what we're going to do overall. But as a LeBron James fan, as an NBA fan, how can you not be excited? How can you not be excited? We know the haters going to be like he ring chasing. And so what? You play to win the rings. You play to win the rings. What you play ball for? I know some people play for the money. They don't give a damn. It's some guys for real that's out there playing ball. You get in the league, you want the money. So you just playing, just to get the bread. You know you ain't going to win no ring in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go get this bread. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get this bread because we going to Brooklyn. We not finna win no ring in Utah. But we gonna get this bread. So I feel you on that. But if you in Philly right now, you know what I'm saying? If you in New York trying to run it back, if you in San Antonio trying to get back, if you in OKC, man, it's not many. I mean, Miami is a contender in my opinion, but it's not many who was going into the next season looking to win that championship. I'm telling you that, man. You see somebody different every year. And when the last time Philly won a championship? Moses Malone? When the last time Philly won the 80s? Philly ain't won a championship in probably since LeBron was born. He's born in 84. I don't know when the last time. Hey, Siri, when was the last time the Philadelphia 76ers won an NBA championship? Let's ask Siri. She working on. Come on now, Siri. Come on, Siri. Siri having trouble connected. Come on, man. Come on. Why she doing like that? If anybody in the chat know when the last time Philly won a not saying national championship, I can just look it up because Siri ain't giving me no love. 1983. Okay. So they won a championship in 83 in 55, 67, and 83. Ladies and gentlemen, me and LeBron James was not born in 1983. So they hadn't won a championship in over 42 years. All right, over 42 years. Come on with it, man. We legit now. Yes, sir. Shout out to Eddie. Yeah, we legit now, man. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Pat Riley, go get the DeRozan. That's a good pickup. Go get the DeRozan. No, not Bradley Beal. They don't need Beal, but DeRozan, maybe Klay Thompson, y'all will be good because they need shooting. Hardaway, yeah, but you get Klay over there, and Klay loves South Beach. It's a whole lot of Megan Thee Stallions in South Beach, Klay Thompson. But yeah, DeRozan probably would be a good fit over. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Philly need to get them another shooter though. I think I like Philly if they get KCP. Yeah, I like Philly getting KCP. I don't know who all the free agents is. I'm gonna look it up, but we need to cut. They got to cut some people because they got some guys they need to cut. No disrespect to the young guy, but if we can get some good vets in here who got some championship experience, man, we need to get them on the team. At least two of them guys. And KCP will be a great fit. I don't know who else out there, but we definitely need. And I know you mentioned Jeff. You mentioned another big guy. I don't know about Kevin Love, but we need somebody. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody who is going to be. You can count on them for about 20, 25 games to start because we know Embiid. We know Embiid is not going to play 82. Ain't no way in hell Embiid playing 82. He probably if he can give me 60 to 65, that's great. That's great, right? And I don't expect LeBron to play nowhere near 70. LeBron need to play about 60, 65, right? So, and once again, let's look at this lineup, this star lineup before I get up out of here because I think I went a little bit over my time. But Best starting lineup in the NBA right there. Better than the Knicks star lineup because, I mean, you take an Embiid or you taking Cat. Healthy, I'm taking Embiid, right? LeBron or OG, no question, I'm taking LeBron. Jaylen Brown and Josh Hart, give me Jaylen Brown. Edgecombe and Bridges, you could take Edgecombe because Bridges don't show up every game. And Maxey or Jalen Brunson, you probably would take Jalen Brunson. But everybody else, give me Philly players. And Maxey can be a Jalen Brunson. Why can't he? He can definitely shine. Now, I think some guys are going to probably have to sit back. I think Edgecombe is going to have to be a defender. Like I mentioned, Jaylen Brown going to be a two-way guy, but Jaylen Brown is going to get his. I'm not worried about Jaylen Brown, right? Maxey, he can play off the ball. He can play off the ball for sure. But LeBron is probably going to be off the ball. He's going to let them young guys run, like you said, Jeff. Them young guys going to run. LeBron going to play off the ball. LeBron going to pull up at the three-point line. Expect LeBron James to shoot efficient from the three-point line, ladies and gentlemen, because he knows what he's got to do. He's going to shoot high 30%, probably 38, 39% from the three-point line. I've seen him do it. He did it in L.A. One season, he shot about 40%. Last year, he didn't shoot that well, but he shot like 40% probably like 3 years ago. So he can definitely be a high-volume, efficient shooter. If LeBron going to go 4 for 10 from 3, give me that. Give me that. If he can go 4 for 10 from 3, 3 for 7 for 3, give me that. Right? I just don't need Embiid jacking up shots. I don't need Embiid stopping the ball, right? So we got to work on that. It's some kinks that need to be worked out. They need to be gelling like a well-oiled machine come February, March. We need to be gelling. But I know them first 3-4 months, it's going to be a little rough. I'm not expecting them to come out the gate like game busters. But they're going to be when they get going, and Nick Nurse is a great coach, championship coach. Man, please. Philly in 6. Sixers in 6. I don't give a damn who we're playing. Sixers in 6. I pulled up 7, but 6. Hey, Sixers in 6, baby. Go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I might trademark that. Sixers in 6. You know, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely excited. If you excited like me, man, y'all hit that like button. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, because we do Alabama State. You can see Alabama State is my main go-to. We do that. Let me go ahead and promote a little bit before I get up out of here, man. But yeah, the Black and Gold show every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. You can follow on IG, on X at Sports Talk JB. But if you like some HBCU football, man, preferably SWAC, preferably, Alabama State. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Glad you all subscribe. Just stay tuned, man. We do it, like I say, each and every week. We talking about Bama State. When the season starts, it's going to be 2 shows. We got the Bama State on Wednesday. On Sunday, we're going to do the recap show. And I think I might add another show on Tuesday. We might get back to the Tuesday show. I'm working on some things, but we're going to give you a lot of coverage coming up. A whole lot of coverage coming up in the next month or so, man. But I had to get on here. I had to get on here and talk about LeBron James. GOAT James. We in Philly with it. Shout out to Kevin Hart. AI. Shout out to Meek Mill. Who else from Philly, man? Will Smith. Who else from Philly? Shout out to everybody, man. Philly Most Wanted. Freeway. Benny Siegel. Young Gun, Young Chris Neef. Shout out to everybody in Philly, man. Wallow and Gilly. Shout out to everybody in Philly. We turned up, man. Jalen Hurts, Slim. Come on, man. I'm officially a Philadelphia 76ers fan. July 24, 2026, I'm officially a Philadelphia 76ers fan. I still rock with the Lakers. I keep all my stuff. I still got plenty of shirts from Cleveland, from Miami, and Lakers. I still got them. They collector's items right now. So I need that Philly. Brian, we need to get that Philly. I got to give me a Philly jersey. I'm glad he going to wear that 23. We need that Philly jersey. So it's all good, man. We're going to get up out of here tonight. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate my new subscribers for watching the show tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, man. Share this content, man. We'll be back with some more soon. Black and Gold show coming up next week, and more content to be coming up. So if you hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications, then you will know when I will be going live, right? Yeah. I was a Heat fan. I still rock with the Heat. I got Heat shirts and hats, and yeah, I still rock with the Heat. But we with Philly now. We in Philly. We in Philly with it. And I'm out of here, man. Peace out. Much love. Go James. Going to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Sports Talking with JB is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, since 1959 serving the greater Montgomery area, from C-classes to GLEs, and everything in between. Visit them at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama. Come test drive a new Benz today. At Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, it's time to love what you drive.